What's going on, crows? Scarecrow here, back for another video, and we are once again diving into the world of Halo. Before we get started, comment down below, are you excited for Halo to have crossplay? My answer will be in the comments as well. Alright, now on to our topic. Postum made a waypoint post this week detailing the upcoming changes that are coming to MCC and a few new features that are being worked out behind the scenes. The update was rather long, but I will pick out some of the more important topics that he touched on. He starts off by mentioning the Halo 3 flighting. Here's what he had to say. Halo 3 is the next game in our lineup, making its way to PC. In 2007, it was the Halo title that brought us Theater, Forge, and some of the community's most beloved game types, like Griffball, Infection, and many more. Halo 3 holds a special place in many players' hearts. I know it does mine, and we know it's one of, if not the most anticipated title in the collection. In good news, public flighting for Halo 3 is on the horizon. In the first half of next month, we're planning to flight a slice of Halo 3 to Halo Insiders on PC. Now guys, I know Halo 3 is my favorite Halo, but I'm excited for it to get the treatment the previous games did, because each of those games, once they released on PC, had tournaments. On the other hand, I do hate to see the console's population become so scarce. It would truly be in the community's best interest if 343 added crossplay. One thing I truly like about these flights is that with each game, 343 pushes beyond the previous, and it appears to be continuing that trend as Halo 3's flight is packed with content. Postum goes on to say, new features. Customization. Updated customization will be available for Halo 3. Forge will be available for players during this flight. Theater will be available for use with mouse and keyboard for Halo 3. The complete challenge system, including the challenge hub screen, will be available for the first time in this flight. Now, they mentioned that a new customization will be available for Halo 3. If the players who haven't got the chance to play MCC yet, ever since the game launched, players have been unable to change certain parts of their armor. Instead, you get armor sets. So if you choose your helmet, then you have to use those respective pieces. You can't choose your chest, and you can't choose your shoulder pads. However, this update will be allowing players to mix and match. They also mentioned that they are finally adding the challenge hub. I was quite surprised when they released the challenges. There was no way to keep track of them. Like, I know I had a lot of subscribers mention, hey, what's the challenges for this week? I have no idea. Let me go find out. And for the most part, it was campaign challenges, but there was no way to track them, which was insane. They honestly should have waited until the hub was ready before implementing the challenges, but I am thankful that they have chosen and are so close to getting it finished. The post goes on to say, now here hops into campaign. Flighting will support the following campaign missions with options for all difficulty levels, single player, and cooperative online play. There are 5 campaign missions: Sierra 117, the Storm, the Ark, the Covenant, and Halo. So actually, some of the larger maps in Halo 3. The multiplayer options. Halo 3's flight will support various maps and playlists for multiplayer. This will include custom games, social games, and competitive games. Below are the playlists and maps that will be available for each title across the various multiplayer options. Social games will be 4v4, 8-player free-for-all, 12-player infection, and 8v8. Competitive will be Halo 3 Team Hardcore, which is 4v4, Halo 3 Team Slayer 4v4, and Halo 3 Team Doubles. Halo 3 multiplayer will have, guys, 12 maps will be in the daggone flight. Construct, Guardian, Last Resort, Narrows, Sand Trap, The Pit, Valhalla, Foundry, Standoff, Avalanche, Sandbox, and Heretic. My goodness, the game, I think the game released with 13 maps. Yeah, it didn't release with Avalanche, Foundry, and Standoff and stuff, but still, the flight having 12 maps is absolutely insane. I know this is a post about MCC, but I am quite curious if they are going to have this approach in Infinite's flight. Guys, that just doesn't seem possible. Also, it's nice to see Halo 3 Team Doubles making a return. I always enjoyed Team Doubles in Halo 3 and Halo 2. And then we get to see some of the settings and options that are coming. Settings and options supported. Below is a complete breakdown of settings and options included in the flight. Controls. Configure mouse and keyboard and configure gamepad. Field of view, vehicle field of view, gamma, window mode, aspect ratio, resolution scale, VSync, HUD anchoring, unified metal display, frame rate limit, and graphics quality. Game volume including menu music, volume. Guys, whenever this game released, the menu music was so loud, you can even find clips of, I think, Ninja complaining about it. It was just so loud that if you was in a party with friends, you could not hear them. Game music volume, effects volume, voice chat volume, also voice chat channel, push to talk voice chat, and multiplayer game sounds. They also changed adding crosshair position, show invite notifications, enemy player name color, multiplayer game timer, and credits. They're also adding network and relays. For accessibility, they're adding subtitles. They're changing the language, which is pretty cool. My sister loves when games add like Japanese. Now, some games do better. Like Zelda Breath of the Wild did a great job with language. Convert text to speech and convert speech to text. Content-wise, it looks like this would be a great flight. Hopefully the community can help work out as many bugs as possible, so Halo 3 has a smooth launch. I've seen people making videos of this Halo 3 being the last chance to do MCC on PC right. While yes, Halo 4 will be coming to PC, it's not regarded as one of the best Halos. I expect this flight to run for 2 weeks and then launch shortly after. It would be crazy to get my favorite Halo game to launch on PC on my birthday. The post goes on to mention the life of a bug. While it can be good information, we will leave it out of the video. We will jump down to top community reported issues. Below is a status update to the top known issues which we've previously discussed in prior MCC development updates since December. Performance improvements for HCE, Halo 2, and Halo 3 were rolled into the Halo 2 launch. We are continuing to investigate additional reported performance issues for each title and will continue to update with each release. The pistol spread for HCE multiplayer with higher frames per second. The fix for this has been rolled out with H2's release. We are gathering feedback and will investigate any reports of this issue still persisting that come in through the community. Audio issues. Over the past month, we have hit this area hard with testing, including going out to a portion of the Ring 1 flight group for testing. We're currently fixing the new remaining issues and wrapping up testing on our site. Once done, this will be released in either in a flight or through a patch release to gather further feedback. They're looking at stuttering issues. There is no active development though being done on this at this time, but we are continuing to investigate. Menu performance. Now, I've not really had much menu performance issues in MCC. Halo 5's menu is just messed up badly. Like every time, it's very consistently messed up. But they have made some improvements in this area that are planned for a future update. If you're encountering issues with this, please submit a ticket at the Halo support site. Screen tearing and VSync. Some bugs that have been fixed around these issues will be coming in our next release while we continue to improve this over time. If you're encountering issues with this, please submit a ticket at the Halo support site. Co-op latency. Now this one is a big one for me. I have friends and brothers and we would like to play the co-op campaign, but it's just unplayable. No updates on this one. There is no active development happening around improving and rewriting the network code around this area of the game. That is a bit disappointing. Double key bindings. This work has been verified as working for Reach and is now in the planning process for merging into our main branch and extended testing and flighting. There is still work that needs to be planned and executed on to bring this functionality to the remaining games. Mouse input. There is an area of the game that we will continue to monitor and to improve upon where we can. If you are encountering issues with this, please submit a ticket at the Halo support site. View model. This works and has been verified as working and is now in the planning process for merging into our main branch and extended testing and then release. Idle stops matchmaking. I'm not entirely sure what that is. This is still on our list, but nothing new to share on this one as we try to tackle higher priority issues. Aim assist. Now this one is a big one for the Halo community right now, especially on PC if you are a mouse and keyboard player. No updates on this currently, so that's kind of a surprise. Achievement issues and support tickets. We have continued to fix bugs around reported achievement issues. There are achievements that are still encountering issues with. Specifically, please submit a ticket at the Halo support site. So I'm kind of surprised that they're discussing achievement issues but not aim assist, when I know that there's a lot more people focused on aim assist. Most of this sounds good. I am kind of wondering what they have planned for aim assist, even though it says no updates currently. Surely that does mean they have something in the works. Also, I would have liked to see something of them working to fix the co-op latency. I would love to play more co-op, but the servers are just so unstable that it taints the whole experience. Here's the one day finishing Spartan Ops. Here is where the post becomes more interesting. Global features and development status. There are additional features we know that the community has discussed and wants to improve the overall experience for players. As we finish work, reprioritize, or move items through development phases, we would let the community know what is moving up on the list, what has been added, and where it lives. So these are the ones that are in active development. Progression system improvements, including challenges. Initial flight with H2, development is continuing and progressing nicely. UI and UX improvements around navigation, roster, customization, and many more areas of the game being tested in separate branch will be merged and released once ready. Double keybinds. Support for Reach being tested in separate branch will be merged and released once ready. View model adjustments being tested in separate branch will be merged and released once ready. Steam account linking being tested in separate branch will be merged and released once ready. In-game FPS cap and adjustments are being tested in separate branch will be merged and released once ready. Customization improvements have been added. Now a lot of people are excited about that. I am too. In design iteration. Additional mod support, text chat improvements have been moved back down into design iteration. There are additional aspects we need to take into account, so development is being paused while we solidify design. Additional video settings and options. I'm kind of curious of what that is. Custom game browser added. If you don't know what that is, Halo 5 added this custom game browser to where if I wanted to play with random people on some custom game that they hosted, I could without having to friend them. input-based matchmaking. So this will allow players who play a mouse and keyboard to get paired up against only mouse and keyboard, or vice versa with the controller. Regional server selection. So that's pretty useful. That way, if you're from America, you can play with people in that country, and so on. Crossplay between Xbox and PC, that it's been added. I'm pretty excited about that. Better ways to report players, that has been added as well. And double key binds added, and additional game support. In backlog pending further discussions is VFR improvements to Reach and H2A, that has been added. Idle system improvements, bringing PC features to console like FOV sliders. That's pretty cool. Would like to see that. Additional accessibility support. It looks like a lot of requested features are not far away, and once all of these have been implemented and most of the bugs are paired, Halo MCC is going to be quite a collection. I imagine they are learning from the community's feedback and are looking for ways to add these features into Infinite. If you're still with the video, comment down below which feature are you most excited for. Alright guys, I believe this will be the perfect time to end the video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you can be the first to know exactly when we upload. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, as it helps us to know what videos you like to see. And like always guys, God bless, and don't forget to wipe.